What is up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. For you new Market Marauders, the investment channel helps you find best deals in the market. So welcome. So it's been a crazy week, as usual, getting closer and closer to the stimulus talks. So going to be talking about some of the stuff in the news from this week and the previous weeks. Just going to give you all an update on this segment of stock news. So let's jump to the first item on the list to talk about. Previously, last week we had the Pfizer vaccine that was passed for the CDC. So the U.S. CDC commit to Committee of Independent Health Experts recommended vaccination with the Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine for persons ages 16 and older. And we've seen a lot of healthcare workers and frontline people start to get that, as well as VP Pence and some other White House officials who started to begin to get this one as well. So this one's been rolled out. I know two companies that helped do it were FedEx as well as UPS. Their logistics system and capability definitely helped with the super cold temperature requirements to ship this out. So it's been shipped out. So that's good news. There's hope on the horizon. And we have seen that in the recent talks. The next one is the Moderna one. So we're going to jump into the Moderna one. This is news that came out on the 17th. So Moderna receives FDA advisory committee vote supporting emergency use for Moderna's vaccine in the U.S. So on here it says Moderna, biotechnology company pioneering messenger RNA or mRNA therapeutics and vaccines to create new generation of transformative medicines for patients, today confirmed that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA for short, Vaccines and Related Biological Products Advisory Committee, or VRBPAC, recommended the FDA grant the U.S. Or the U.S. Emergency Use Authorization, or EUA, for this vaccine. So they basically said, that they're going to be, suggesting that this be used, which means we'll have two of them available for people to use. So there'll be the Pfizer one as well as the Moderna one. So I do know for actual supply, the numbers kind of got construed on the Pfizer one. There were less available than which were predicted to have at the time of rollout, but there's still some available. And then for the Moderna one, I think their numbers are still correct as how many doses they have. So I think the people who didn't get the Pfizer one will be able to have the Moderna one. So that's what's going on as far as vaccine news. And other news, which I think is a pretty big thing that's going on. Coinbase is filing for its IPO. So Coinbase is the largest U.S. cryptocurrency exchange. It's where you can buy and sell Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, Dogecoin, Ripple, all the cryptocurrencies out there you can sell on this exchange. Now, I think this is a pretty big deal considering companies like Robinhood already have to where you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies, and you have companies like PayPal who are beginning to allow users to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. You even have Cash App, you can buy Bitcoin. So there are a lot of companies out there who are already rolling out the buying and selling of cryptocurrency, which to me solidifies that this is not really a gimmick anymore. It's a real thing. People have been buying into Bitcoin for quite a while, even before its recent rally. So I think they're going to continue to buy and especially support a company that's going public. That's the largest exchange in the U.S. So digital currency exchange Coinbase is going public as renewed investor interest in cryptocurrencies has pushed Bitcoin to an all-time high. On Thursday, the company announced that it has confidentiality submitted a draft registration statement on Form S1. So if you're not familiar with what Form S1 is, you can always go online and look up Form S1. I do not know the exact details on Form S1, but it is with the SEC, which is the Securities Exchange Commission. So when it comes to investing, if there are things that I don't know, I try to look them up. But like Form S1, or you may see a lot of different forms that companies file. These are all part of going public or different forms that are that have to be filled out, as well as like the different terminology when it comes to medical stocks. You have like NDAs, you have phase 1, 2, and 3, or phase 1 of 2, phase 2 of 3, things of that nature. It's always good to look up that information. On a side note, to just go educate yourself on what's going on. So California-based Coinbase, founded in 2012, has long been a go-to spot to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, and the company has grown into the largest digital currency exchange in the U.S. Company's filing comes on the heels of the surge of the price of Bitcoin. On Thursday, the largest cryptocurrency rallied more than 12% to top $23,000 for the first time on record, according to crypto market data provider Coinmetrics. The move came one day after the cryptocurrency topped 20,000 mark for the first time. So Bitcoin is just continuing to go up, higher than levels that it was before when it first came out. But in my opinion, I think it's going to take a while for people to catch on to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general. I think a lot of people still have hesitation on, what is it, or its uses, or can they use it, or things like that. I know, people my parents' age don't really get into, cryptocurrency or things of that nature. In my opinion, I think it's like millennials or people under millennials who are starting to, really catch the trend on cryptocurrencies. Not to say that a lot of people, older than millennial age don't do cryptocurrency, but I do know that a lot of people are hesitant on still, jumping into Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in general. So this is Coinbase's website. On here, they're showing the top 4 coins that are being traded. So you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have Litecoin, and you have Bitcoin Cash. My favorite cryptocurrency is Dogecoin, which I think is trading like under $1 at the current moment. Make sure you drop a comment down below. Tell me which cryptocurrency is your favorite one. I definitely like Dogecoin just because they have a baseball team, which I think is pretty cool. They support a NASCAR team, which I think is really cool as well. And they donate a lot of money to charities. So I'm definitely all for Dogecoin as a cryptocurrency. And they have a really cool mascot as well. Now I can definitely see Bitcoin and Ethereum being adapted into the market, especially when it comes to things like gaming, buying, digital releases of games, buying different merch items online, especially since PayPal is going to be a big thing as well. So PayPal is linked to a lot of different e-commerce stores. So, using these different coins and being able to buy and sell these coins, I think will definitely help expound on how people pay for different items on websites. So next we'll talk about second stimulus. So there's still talks in Congress about passing this second stimulus. It's been talked about forever, but it seems like they're getting closer and closer to an actual deal, which is good. People need the money. I think the one item on the table that there's a debate about is the actual checks themselves and how much they're going to be given. So Americans may be getting a second stimulus payment for Christmas after all, although lawmakers are still negotiating the details of the new multi-billion relief package. The latest $900 billion pandemic rescue package is set to include support in the form of $300 enhanced weekly unemployment benefits, small business loans, funding to help with vaccine distribution, food assistance, and emergency rental relief. Legislation is also expected to include a second round of stimulus payments up to $600 to $700 per individual. Senator John Thune told reporters on Wednesday that's about half of the $1,200 maximum stimulus that came from the CARES Act. So the original one was 1,200 that I think everyone got, but they basically are cutting that in half. The good news is that stimulus payments will be available for dependents, including adult dependents such as college students, according to the Washington Post. So if you're a college student, you'll be able to get this, especially if you're a dependent. I know college students were kind of left out of this, first round of stimulus checks, so they'll be able to get it this time, which means more people will be able to get it, even though it's a smaller amount, which I think, is still helpful. Any amount of money will help. There's a lot of people who really need this money. I think the sooner that they can come to a decision, the better. Now it says, as for who's getting checks as of now, lawmakers are basing eligibility on some of the same income standards established in the CARES Act. That legislative package passed at the end of March provided full $1,200 payments to individuals earning less than $75,000 to $2,400 for married couples making less than $150,000. So it seems to be the same cutoff for last time, but just including college students or dependents. So if your parents claim you want a dependent, as a dependent on their taxes, you'll basically get money this time, opposed to last time your parents just got the money. So I think overall, if they can come to an agreement that any amount of money will help. So basically, if you got a check last time, you'll get a check this time. It'll just be smaller. And for those who are, college students mainly, you'll get a $600 check as well. So I think it's pretty good. Hopefully they can pass this. I know a lot of the different things are ending towards the end of December. So the student loan deferral payments is going to be ending close to the end of December, as well as, renter's assistant and all those things that people are depending on that are basically keeping them afloat. Hopefully they can agree to add a couple of those things in as well that will help people, survive through Christmas and into New Year's. So last one, we'll talk about Tesla, or as Jeremy said, Tesla, my Esla. So Tesla is going to be added into the S&P 500. So if you didn't know, now you know. They're going to be included on the 21st. So on Monday, you'll see Tesla in the S&P 500, which is a pretty big move for the stock in general. A very, I guess, good achievement for the company, and definitely for Elon Musk having a company added to the S&P 500. But people are I'm seeing a lot of mixed reviews on it, that the stock's going to start to sell off tremendously before after the inclusion, or that the stock's going to go down. I say, if the stock goes down, people are going to buy more. The term buy the dip, I think that's going to happen. I think more and more people are going to buy if it goes down. And if it sells off, then to me, that's just a bunch of institutions who are just rebalancing their portfolios. So I think overall, in the long term, Tesla's going to continue to go up, probably hit a price target of $1,000 a share again, in my personal opinion. But I think it may have a small sell-off at the beginning, and if so, it's just going to be people restructuring their portfolios for the new year, or taking profits to rebalance. I think it may be, a 2-3 day sell-off, and then immediately after, to end the week, it'll probably, go right back into Tesla. I think people are just going to be doing some profit taking, or trying to wait around to go back in until, it's at a little bit of a cheaper price. So definitely excited to see how this is going to shape the S&P 500, which, is going to shape SPY, which is the ETF out there. So definitely going to see, more and more funds adding money into the S&P 500, which will add more money to Tesla. So I think it will help the company overall, and I think it'll help the S&P 500 overall continue to grow and to be, on a continuous uptrend. So good luck to everybody out there trading. Hope everybody has a great week trading. Hope everybody has a great holiday season. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.